check it out now. Holy. Now, Mr. Leave No Evidence, all right? I know Pooh Shiesty called himself down on the song, but I'm pretty sure right now he's sitting in jail. Wish he actually practiced that in real life. Now, if you guys don't know, man, it's pretty much all the evidence he left behind that has got him sitting in jail for the last few months. Now, he pretty much tried to get out of jail again via a bond hearing. Now, if you don't know what he's trying to get out on bond for, what particular charge, he's trying to get out on bond for the charge of, remember the whole thing where he had a lime green McLaren, he pulled up, they were supposed to be doing a deal for weed and sneakers, except, he pulled his fire out and he shot, the op in the butt, okay? He shot the dude in the ass cheek, right? Now, that was one, and obviously we know about the other one where he shot the security in the club, okay? Basically, listen, Shiesty's a shooter, okay? Come on. Anyway, here's the thing. He pled guilty, and what pleading guilty to the federal conspiracy charge meant, it takes off the life imprisonment term, okay? If he went to trial, he could have got all the way up to life. He pled guilty, and now according to the plea, the prosecutors are recommending between 2 to 8 years. So he could be doing any amount of time in between 2 to 8 years. Okay. Now, while he waits sentencing, clearly his lawyers, obviously record label as well, wants him to get out of jail that he can record some songs to probably last for the time he's going to be locked up. So they did, and they proposed exactly pretty much it almost matches to a T what YoungBoy's lawyer presented to federal court and got YoungBoy free. That YoungBoy is staying in Utah, except YoungBoy didn't plead guilty yet, okay? Now, they proposed $1 million bond, with 10% of that being cash, which is $100,000, 24/7 monitoring, okay, which is either a security company or somebody which is going to be there watching him 24 hours, limited visitation, which usually means probably 2 to 5 people that are allowed to visit him, and they also have to check in with the police anytime anybody wants to visit him. And he is willing to get treatment with a drug and alcohol provider or treatment provider, okay? And that he was going to stay in the Southern District of Florida at a predetermined remote location for supervision. And he's prepared and willing to hire off-duty police officers for continuous security until his sentencing, okay? Pretty much the same thing that YoungBoy offered, except the judge said no, okay? The reason why the judge said no is, well, if he is already in jail and he knows he's gonna go to jail because he pled guilty, why would we let him out of jail now that he could possibly run? Now, clearly, it was the job of the defendants or it's Pooh Shiesty's lawyer's job to say, well, how could he run? This guy's famous. This guy's popular. We're putting all these things in place to make sure he can't run. You guys will know exactly where he's at. However, the judge basically said, no, they can't ensure that he won't be a danger to the community, and they don't think the lawyers presented a case that made the judge feel safe that he could be he could not be a danger to the community. So why let him out? Okay. So essentially, Pooh Shiesty will be sitting in jail until his sentencing. Then he'll be going to a federal prison. Okay. And also, he still has to resolve the case where he allegedly shot a security up in a club. Okay. Unfortunately, as I said, man, Mr. Leave No Evidence left a lot of evidence, and they're using the evidence to convict him and keep him in jail. All right, what do you guys think about this, man? I love Pooh Shiesty's music. Hopefully, he gets out at some point within the near future. Let's cross our fingers and pray for Mr. Shiesty. Get a comment, you guys like them, subscribe to Akademiks.